Rachel Mor, and I'm here at 3rd Street Yoga, getting ready to do a yoga class for anxiety. I think we all need it. For those of you who are new to yoga, I hope there's some out there looking at this video for the first time and thinking about how to do yoga. I'll take it slow and easy. I have some props. I've got a blanket, I've got a strap, you can use a belt or a tie, any kind of blanket will work. And I also have with me a block if you have trouble reaching the ground as you bend over. These things are helpful, but they're not necessary for yoga practice. We can always modify. I'm hoping that I have a lot of 3rd Street Yoga friends that are going to be tuning in. Hi Samina, hi Raquel, hi June and Linda. I know we need this. I need it. It's practicing at home can be more daunting, clearing a space, but I still encourage you to clear a space and try to practice some of these things daily. But 3rd Street will be doing a variety of videos for you, from yin yoga to spinal postures to basic yoga practices to kundalini yoga. We'll be offering a lot of different things. Later on this week, I'll be videoing another yoga class that will end the class with some yoga nidra to help us calm down. We all need that right now. And today what I'll be doing is starting off with some kundalini postures, then moving through a basic yoga series, hatha yoga series, and then ending it with some breath practice, alternate nostril breathing, and some other breath work to help us calm down, help us get centered in our bodies, which is what we need. So for today, those who come to my class, you know that I've got music going most of the time. I haven't figured out the laws on that yet, and I'll be working on that this week to see if we can include music. But you can feel free to put on music in your background as you're doing your practice as well. We're going to start off, as we typically do in my class, with a sequence to help us to loosen the spine and get the energy flowing through our body. We'll then go into a kundalini sequence for kidney and anxiety to help flush that out, and then move the energy through our body so that our immune system can be boosted as well. And we'll do some immune boosting in this class today. So let's get started. I'm your teacher, so you know I'm going to clear my throat. Here I go. Only throat clearing. I'm well, thankfully. To start the class out, we're going to rub our hands together. And then I want to start jump-starting our immune system right away. So we're going to make a fist and lightly pound underneath our collarbones. Just pound there for a moment. Breathe in, breathe deep. If you feel slightly sore there, you might want to massage instead of pound. All of that's going to be good for your immune system, getting your meridians kind of loosened up and flowing. And then let's take one hand, your dominant hand, to your thymus, to your sternum, and pound on the sternum. Underneath is the thymus, which helps regulate and balance and stimulate our immune system. And then we're going to take our hands underneath our armpits and pound there for a moment. And take some nice deep breaths to bring the breath up into your lungs. We want to open and expand our lungs during all of the practice. And now we're going to start with a little bit of breath. If you haven't been doing yoga for a couple of weeks, we're going to kickstart the breath as well. So take your fingertips to either side of your thighs. Inhale up, expand your chest, reach up. It's going to come knuckle to knuckle with your hands. And then exhale down. And kind of get a feel for that. We're going to take our breath a little bit different now. So inhale up. Now exhale through your mouth like you're blowing out a candle. Guide your navel back to your spine. A few more. Inhale up. Hold. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's give it one more. This one I want you to hold, so lift the knuckles together, hold, and then a slow exhale down. Taking your hands to your kneecaps, just lift your shoulders up and roll them back. Often when we get anxious and fearful, we don't breathe. We don't open our chest, we hunker forward, and I know I've been doing that. So let's really try to, in this practice, be mindful of opening the chest and opening the breath, so our whole body can feel the effects of the yoga. Now, we're going to go into camel ride. Hands to your front shins. Inhale forward. Exhale, roll it back, still holding on to the shin. Tuck your chin to your chest. And just keep going with this. Close your eyes if you'd like. Relax your jaws. Relax your tongue. By relaxing the jaws, the breath will come in deeper. And I want an opening on both sides. So as you inhale forward, really lean forward like you're diving off a diving board. On the exhale back, pull the navel back to your spine and keep going. I'll tell you when to stop. Relax the shoulders. Be aware of your breath, but hopefully you're going to be aware of how good it feels to stretch the spine and open the chest. This sequence that we're starting off with right now is something that you can do every day at home. You can do it sitting in a chair. You can do it sitting at a desk. You can do it, this camel ride, even driving a car, holding onto the steering wheel and just moving your spine. Now, if you've got the flow of this, just pick up your pace ever so slightly. Inhale. Exhale, pull the navel back. Inhale. Exhale. If it feels better to do it slow, don't let me rush you. I want you to feel your own body. Feel it through your own breath, what you need to do. Easy spinal twist. Take your left hand to your right knee, reach back with your right hand and look over your right shoulder. And release. Right hand, left knee, reach back, look over that left shoulder. Bring it to center. Now, with your hands on the tops of your knees, we're going to fold forward as far as you can. Don't worry about where you go. And then lift up. Let's open our legs out into a nice easy V. We're still working on, this sequence is yoga for the kidneys and to release anxiety. I know for myself, I tend to hold the anxiety in my diaphragm, in my chest, my breath goes shallow. It can't go deeper, it seems like, than even my sternum. So trying to breathe down into the diaphragm, down into the belly helps a lot. To flush it out, to expand it, to release the constrictions that occur in our bodies. This sequence we're going to do now is specific for that, but also for the kidneys. And when our kidneys feel nourished, when they're calm, when the adrenals are calm, then our whole body can relax instead of tightening up, and shallow breathing will result. So flex at your ankles, point your toes to the ceiling. We're going to inhale up. And then turn to the left leg and exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over the right leg. And keep going through this. You're going to fold over on your exhale as far as your body will permit you today. Inhaling up and exhaling to the opposite leg. We'll do this a few more times. Try to use your obliques and the strength of your legs to lift up. Your arms aren't really the things that are lifting you. It's your lower triangle and your core strength. Be sure to breathe. For those of you who are watching, Kara is my videographer today. She's doing a good job of not making silly faces at me. Give it one more on each side, and then just come to center resting. We're still going to have our legs open in a V, reflex at the ankles if they've fallen out, and then take your hands down to the ground, lift your sternum and settle your shoulders down. We're going to work the spine left to right in a windshield wiper fashion. So just slide the left hand a little bit away from your hip. Inhale up and reach over to your left side with your right hand. Keep the right sits bone planted. Feel the sweet stretch in the right hip, right waist. I hope it feels good to you. It does feel great to me. Inhale up to center. Reach both hands high. And then exhale to the right side. Hold it, breathe through it. Press that left sits bone down and keep the stretch going. Breathe. Now I want you to lift up. You're going to take this at your own pace until I tell you to stop. Inhale up and then go your own way. Give it one more on each side. Lift up to center. And get your sits bones planted equally onto the mat. Now you can relax your feet a little bit. We're going to fold forward, and we're going to do it in two different ways. The first one is we're going to stretch it forward. And the second one, we're going to roll down with the chin tucked to your chest to start to stimulate the vagus nerve so that we can start to feel relaxation within our bodies. But for the first one, it's more of a root chakra opener so that we can get grounded. And we talk a lot about in yoga that the root chakra is the chakra for feeling at home in our own bodies, feeling at home on the planet, feeling at home in our community. It is a survival type of chakra, and we also want to get grounded. Before we stand up, we want to feel really attuned, or as attuned as we can, to the earth and into our bodies. So the first move is just to reach forward and look forward. So we're stretching into the inner thighs, stretching into the pelvis, and then you're just going to let your body sink and relax as best you can. Right now you'll feel a stretch perhaps in the hamstrings, in the lower back, and the sacrum. Don't ever take it to a point where it feels too much for you. Just take it to that sweet spot where it's slightly uncomfortable or stretchy, or you feel like if you go any further, it's not going to be good for you. So just feel into your own body. And then will start to surrender in this posture, so let it. At first there's resistance from your muscles, and then your muscles communicate with your brain and know that it's safe to keep going. And then walk yourself up gently. Now, for the vagus nerve stimulator, I want you to tuck your chin to your chest and just let yourself round forward. Hands on your thighs, or you can take them down to your shins, and just fold, let your head fall. Breathe. Inhale and roll up. Pull your legs back together for easy posture, and then fold again. So light pressure, hands into your knees, fold forward. For some people it feels really good to take the arms back, fingertips pointing to the wall in back of you, and just let your body surrender here, let your shoulders release. Let your thighs relax, your calves relax. Roll up. I already feel a lot more relaxed. We're going to come up onto our hands and knees and go into cat-cow. And then we're going to sink back into Eastern posture and slide it through for cobra, really sending nourishment into the kidneys and the adrenals. So let's start off. Cat-cow, your hands are underneath your shoulders or a little bit north of your shoulders. And I want you to press down your full palm into the mat. Knees hip-width apart. Inhale up into cow. Remember, we're working our spine, our nervous system associated with our whole spinal column, trying to get energy and the synovial fluid flowing into the spine and get it nice and supple, flexible, and healthy. Inhaling up into cow, exhaling, rounding into cat. A few more of these. If you are feeling especially anxious, exhaling through your mouth is very helpful to dissipate that anxiety, especially in cat-cow. So you inhale up, and then you push the breath out with your mouth as you pull the navel up. And then the breath will come in more readily on your inhale. Give it one more deep inhale. And on your exhale, push it back into Eastern posture. Now check yourself on your mat or your blanket, wherever you're working from. And make sure you have enough of a runway in front of you. We're going to look in between the hands and slide chin and chest through to a cobra posture. And then slide it back. Now notice, if your knees are too far apart, it may be uncomfortable, so you may want to bring your knees closer together. You may want a blanket underneath your knees to help you with this. But I want you to work here at your own pace, inhaling up into cobra, and exhaling back into Eastern posture. And take your time, stay in whichever form feels best for you. If you like to hang out in cobra, do that. And when you're ready, slide it back and go on your own. you can give a slight squeeze to your buttocks and that'll kind of shoot some energy up your spine. Give it 2 more times. You may hear a train in the background. That's our own chant that comes by several times a day in Third Street Yoga. So once you've finished your last 2, just come up into rock pose. You're going to be sitting on your heels and for a moment, and we're going to take it into another camel ride, just still working the spine. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Just reintegrating the energy, centering it in the spine, opening up into the chest and the lungs, up into the throat. Chakras, the throat chakra, especially as you lean back. I'll show it to you the first time and we'll walk through it. Reach back and interlace your fingers. That's it. Inhale, lean back. We're opening into the hips, into the hip flexors and the psoas. And then exhale, fold forward. And keep going. If this is too rough on your wrist, you can just hold one wrist with the hand, or take it into elbow hold. And you're going to go at your own pace here. Still giving great energy into the kidneys and the adrenals, but beginning to open into the psoas, which is the first muscle to respond in the fight or flight. So it responds very quickly to fear, to a sense of panic, and it tightens up. We're going to work that psoas to open it so our whole body can relax. Give it 3 more. Shake your arms out. Now we're going to really work on our hips. Step your left foot forward. I want you to make sure that you are in a good alignment. Left knee over left ankle. And then just slide your right knee back. Left foot solid to the floor. And then let the right hip drop. Hopefully that feels good. You may feel tight. You may have been sitting on your sofa or chair watching the news a lot. I found I have to discipline myself and not watch so much news right now. Kind of flip the channels or flip the movies to something a little lighter. Now let's take the left hand to the left knee. And a gentle push up so you feel more of a stretch in that hip flexor. And then we're going to increase it, but go slow and easy. Reach back, look up to the ceiling. And just breathe here for a few breaths to let, again, the muscle and brain communicate. And the brain send the signals that it's okay to stretch. Fold forward. Take both back down to the ground, and now tuck your chin to your chest. The vagus nerve flows from the back of the occipital ridge down the side of the neck, through the chest, into the digestive tract, and here, forward folds always calm the body. They always initiate a relaxation response, so tucking the head is very helpful. Now reach your right hip back, left knee back. Let's change sides, right foot forward. And we start off making sure that we're in good alignment, reaching the left knee back and beginning to open. If your lower back is hurting you, one key thing to do are these kind of lunges. Opening the front of the hips will help a release of the lower back. And when we're sitting, we're contracting our hip flexors, contracting the psoas, and that tightens the whole hip structure and the lower back. Right hand on right knee. Inhale up with your left hand. Nice, even, but deep breaths here. I notice it doesn't take much in doing yoga postures to start to ease the body and the mind. It happens, and the more you do yoga, the quicker you can achieve that relaxation response. The breath will start to go deeper within, you'll feel it within, and the body will come into a nice alignment. Fold forward, right knee back to meet the left knee. We're going to lift up onto both knees, hands on your sacrum and back, and just push your hips forward, lean back. Now we're going to fold forward and find downward facing dog. It's going to feel great. Lifting up the knees, pressing the heels towards the mat, let your head fall. Let your shoulders kind of sink back towards your hips. And we're going to walk feet to hands. Uttanasana. But for this Uttanasana, flex both knees and reach back and wrap your arms around your calves and let your head fall. And roll up. Shake yourself out a little bit. How you doing? Realize as I'm going through these postures, much of your view is of my head, the back of my head and the top of my head, which is a better view than if I was turning around. So this is good. Separate your feet hip width apart. We're going to go into Tibetan twist. Fingertips to your shoulders, flex your knees. Let's inhale left, exhale right. Keep going, feels great. Keep your breath nose to nose breath, so exhale through your nose. I want your breath to come more inward. But on your exhale, give it a bit of a push out so that the breath will come in easy and deeply as you inhale left. After your next exhale, come to center and let your arms drop. Your arms may feel a little bit heavier now, so shake them out. Rub your hands together. We're going to work on the brain meridian and the hamstrings, and then we're going to go into some more traditional yoga postures. So Interlacing your fingers, place them in the back of your head. Work your feet together a little bit closer, maybe about 3 or 4 inches apart. And then starting off, you're going to inhale and look up to the ceiling. On the exhale, push your head forward, but don't let the head go easy. So it's a little bit of resistance. You have to really push the head against the hands, hands against the head, and push your body all the way over. Inhale, roll up. And right now I'm thinking of Jennifer, who has tiger hamstrings, and this I think works wonderfully for her. A lot of this is the hamstring tightness is a response of sitting for extended periods of time like we have to do. Make sure as you lift up, you articulate the spine. It's not a rush up. Your head is the last thing to lift. This is great for your lower back as well. Your spine, your neck. Be sure to lean back and open your chest so breath can come in. And the next time you're over, let your arms drop. Let your head drop. You can have your knees flexed if you need to. I'd like you to flex your left knee and try to extend your right knee now. This you may want a block to put under your left hand because we're going to reach the right arm up. And then bring your right hand down. Flex your right knee, extend your left, and lift your left arm up. Bring your left hand down. Flex both knees, fold forward. Now we're going to take this to warrior one. So step your right foot back, left knee flexed, lift up, reach up. Ooh, hello. Reach up. Press the left knee forward. You'll feel still that stretch in the hip flexor. It's all good. Fold forward. Down dog. Press the heels, press your hands into the mat. Tuck your chest down. Now look at your hands. Step the right foot forward. Lift up, warrior one. Open your chest. Just inch that left hip forward a little bit. Fold. Down dog. Press against the mat with your hands. Guide the heels down as deep as you can. I think it feels wonderful. Now we're going to step it to warrior two. So let's inhale the left foot up. Swing the left foot forward, swivel the right toes, and then work your alignment. So you may want the left foot midline, right toes towards the edge, reach. Take the left hand down alongside the inside of your left big toe. And again, some of us may need a block for that. Reach the right arm up. Lift up. Extend the left knee. We're going to take this to triangle now. You can take the left hand to the thigh, the shin, the ankle, or the floor, or a block. Now look up to the ceiling to your right hand. Flex at your left knee and lift back up to warrior two. But let's take the right hand to the right thigh and reach. Left hand over, feels great. I want us to take this to triangle again. So immediately extend the left knee and reach down to your form of triangle. Reach the right hand high. Right hand comes down to the ground, swivel your right toes. Downward facing dog. Look at your hands. We're going to take this to warrior two. Right side, reach the right foot up. Swing the right foot forward. Lift up for warrior two. Right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Left arm up, reach high. Inhale up. Left hand to left thigh, reach the right arm over. Back to warrior two. Right knee extends. Reach the right arm down to triangle. Flex at your right knee and lift back up to warrior two. Inhale, both arms up. Interlace your fingers here and reach to the left side, interlacing your fingers. See if you get a different stretch. More of a stretch. Bring your hands back into warrior two and immediately extend the right knee to another triangle. Reach the left arm up. Bring the left hand down. Swivel the left toes to the top of the mat. Downward facing dog. Press into it. You may go further now. You may feel more comfortable in down dog at this point. We're going to go into revolved triangle. So, lift your left foot up. Swing your left foot forward. Lift up first to warrior one. Now fold forward, and to the best of your ability, you're going to extend this left knee, right hand to the mat or block. Extending the left knee, reach your left arm up. Revolve triangle. Flex at your left knee. Step back to downward facing dog. Right foot up. Look at your hands. Swing it forward. Warrior one. Fold forward. Extend the right knee. Most of us have difficulty fully extending. It's okay. Take it where you can and then reach the right arm up. Flex at your right knee, down dog. Work your feet together for this downward facing dog. It's a three-legged dog, and now look forward. Look between your hands, slide your shoulders down. Relax your bellies and walk your hands back to your feet. Fold forward. Flex at both knees and roll up slowly and gently. Separate your feet and reach high and lean back. Reach your arms down and interlace your fingers. Flex at both knees and fold forward. Try to extend your elbows and fold over your legs. Release your hands. Come down to your mat. This is the wind down. We're going to do just a little bit of forward folding, then alternate nostril breathing, and then you get to rest. I hope you already feel a sense of reconnection to your body and to your breath. Let's take the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. And just walk over your left leg. The toes should look at the ceiling, but don't worry too much about the angle your foot is in. Mostly, drop the shoulders and let your head fall. Get a sense of some relaxation in the right thigh or heaviness in the right thigh, just let it fall. Slowly walk up. Now we're going to turn our chest to the right knee And you can lift up your left leg and slide it down a little bit further down the mat to lengthen the left leg. And we're going to take a form of gait, an easy gait. So left hand on your left shin. Slide your left hand down to your left ankle or as far as you can, resting your left arm on your left shin or your knee. Reach the right arm up and over and take your right hand and arm as far as you can go. Lean over the left leg and if you can grab your foot, well, hallelujah. If you can't, it's all good too. Just go to your level. Reach. Now soften the right thigh. Soften the right calf. You may be able to go a little bit further once you relax. Inhale the right hand up and lift up. I want you to place your right hand on the ground a little bit away from your right hip and lift your left arm up to stretch here now. Lift up, turn to center, right leg. Extend the right leg and left foot to the interior of the right thigh. Walk over it. Fold, let yourself soften, let the shoulders soften. Let your forehead tuck to your right leg. Roll up, walk your hands up. Turn towards your left knee and slide your right leg out. Right hand slides down the right shin to the right ankle or close there too. Inhale the left arm up and reach to what you can reach to. It's all good. Inhale up. Left hand comes out from your left hip. Place it to the ground and reach your right arm up. And lift up. Turn to center. Come into easy posture. Kind of shake your legs out. We're going to close with alternate nostril breathing. It's one of the most powerful calming breaths. It also balances the left and the right hemisphere of the brain. The left being the feminine, the receptive side, the right being the outward, more aggressive, more dynamic side. We need them both. And while we do, I'll show you the alternate nostril breathing. While we do it, I recommend that you decide upon some kind of expression. Some kind of meditative chant for yourself. It could be a traditional Sanskrit chant. It could be, for me, I'm going to use today, may I be healthy. May we be healthy. Something that is affirmative, something that's comforting to you as we go through alternate nostril breathing. So for our mudras, for our hand posture, what I'd like is for the left hand, the left thumb and ring finger to touch. It's the heart meridian that helps bring us in. And I'm going to take my index finger and my middle finger and place it into my third eye region of my forehead, maybe a little bit lower. My fingers aren't that long, so wherever they touch. Most important, let's keep our spine straight. So I'm helped if I remember to lift my sternum, then the shoulders can settle down. I have more space in my lower lungs to take in the breath. My intestinal tract can open and breathe and expand as well. So fingertips to the third eye region. Right thumb is going to close the right nostril. Let's do that now. Pressing the right thumb into the right nostril. Exhale through your left. inhales and exhales. Inhale through your left nostril. Close your left nostril with your right ring finger and exhale through your right. Close your right nostril. No, excuse me. Inhale through your right nostril. I'll get this for us. Close your right nostril and exhale left. Inhale left. Closing left, exhale right. Inhale right. Closing right, exhale left. Keep going. Inhaling and exhaling and inhaling and exhaling. And once you get the sequencing of the breath and the hand movements, you might want to add in something to calm your mind and your body. May I be healthy. May we be healthy. Slow the breath down, no rushing. Feel the breath as it lifts into your nostrils and as it leaves your nostrils. Relax your shoulders and the sides of your neck. Give it one more full cycle, right nostril to left. And the next time you exhale through your left nostril, release your hand. After your next exhale through your left. So just sit for a moment. You might close your eyes and notice how it feels to breathe through both nostrils. Feel for it. Notice where your breath goes within you. Be grateful for your breath. And I didn't think in this first video I would chant, because it feels embarrassing to me to chant to a video machine. But what the heck? Samina, this is for you. Let's rub our hands together. Inhale up and reach high. Exhale to heart center. And Ken, if you're with us, belt it out as well. We're going to take an Om chant to end the class. Inhale deeply. And I'll start. Join me.